if you do come in January, think of one goal that you want to focus on, and then we're really going to try and activate that goal. So actually it's taking it into feeling and connection, and actual aligned action. So one thing that I'm really passionate about is making sure that you're setting goals that really have purpose for you and intention for you. So you're not saying, oh, I need to start a podcast because everyone else is starting a podcast, or I need to do this because everyone else is doing it. You actually set a goal that is relevant to you, where you are in your world and your business, and what you want to actually get from it. And then you really connect to that. So it's about taking that goal that you want to do, that promise or that intention or that wish, however you know, goal can be a little bit triggering sometimes, because, you know, it depends what lights you up. And this is about kind of finding something that feels good. So taking that desire, that promise, that intention, that thing that you want to do, actually adding some like oomph to it. So really focusing on the connection of, why do I actually want to do this? There's kind of some of the stuff that Kate was talking about, like, why are we doing it? Like, what is the benefit of it? And really focusing in on feeling, like, how am I going to feel when I've done that? How am I going to feel when I get that next client or that next lead, or whatever the thing is that we want to do? Or I've got that journal written, like, how is that going to actually make me feel? So then once you've attached that feeling to it, you can really carry that through when you get stuck in like the weeds, when you get stuck in the nitty-gritty and kind of horrible bits that you don't want to do. So one of the things that we'll do, figure out the goal. I will talk very briefly about how to set a goal if you haven't got one, but it'd be great if you do come in January to come with a goal that you want to focus on. We're going to then activate the goal, add that feeling into it. We're then going to really break it down. So there's a method that I teach called the bridge method, and it really is just getting very, very aligned to your goal, and then really practically breaking it down. So down to like the silly little details that you need to do. So actually it becomes, when you see it written down on a piece of paper, it feels possible. It's like, oh, well, that will only take me 10 minutes to do, right? That's the first step. Or that might take me a day to do. Let me break that down a little bit more. And it just kind of, so what you end up doing is you build a bridge that gets you from where you are to where you want to be. And you keep building the bridge until you get to that point, even if you're having to phase it up a little bit. And we're also going to think about the challenges and the pitfalls that possibly might happen along the road, like the kind of the bends in the road and the dips in the road, things that we might anticipate could happen, and figure out like how we can get over those. And then we're going to connect back and kind of re-energize the goal again into that feeling with a purpose statement. So your purpose statement will be the thing that you come back to when you kind of get stuck in the weeds, or you get disheartened, or you get knocked off a little bit, or something doesn't quite go to plan. You go, I know that's why I'm doing it. So you're going to leave the session feeling really fired up for that goal, but also with an actual aligned action list, which you can then go off and implement. So it'll be really, really practical, a little bit of thinking time, so that you actually go away with that kind of list of things to do. And if you need support, you know, I can always jump in, or Louise and Sally we can always jump in and kind of like say, or, you know, help coach through if you're stuck on not sure what the next step is going to be. So yeah, that is the session. So it's about setting goals with purpose, really.